Blue-collar tradesmen in your town right now are pulling in $200,000 a year running the business they started with a set of tools and the weekend off.
Just send your cash.
No business degree, no investors, and no fancy office. Just skills they already had from their 9 to 5 and a decision to stop making somebody else rich.
I'm really rich.
And what's real cool, guys, is these 5 blue-collar side hustles I'm about to show you aren't just ways to make extra cash. They're the front door to owning a real business. And you can start every single one of them this weekend. Before we get into this, take a second to hit that subscribe button for me, guys. It's free to you and helps us bring fresh content to you every single week. I appreciate you. All right, let me set the stage here. There are roughly 30 million small businesses in America, according to the SBA. About 70% of them are one-person operations. And a huge chunk of those were started by the people who already had the skills, already had the equipment, and just needed a push to go out on their own. And nobody is better positioned to do that than a skilled tradesman. Think about it. A tech bro who wants to start a business needs investors, developers, servers, office space, and about 18 months of runway before he even makes a dollar. You've got a truck, you've got tools, and you've got skills that people will pay for today, not in 18 months, today. Here's the thing that trips me out. Most tradesmen never start a business because they don't think of themselves as business owners. They think that's for people with MBAs and PowerPoint presentations. But the handyman who starts doing punch list work on Saturdays, he's a business owner. He just doesn't know it yet. So here's how this is going to work. I'm giving you 5 side hustles that you can start with $500 or less using the tools and skills you already have. And for each one, I'm going to show you 3 things. How to start it this weekend, what it looks like full speed, and the exact moment it stops being a side hustle and starts being a real business. So let's get into it. Number 1, and this is the most obvious one, but also the most underestimated, the handyman side hustle. The starting cost, basically nothing. If you already have basic tools, a business license, liability insurance, and some business cards will run you $300 to $500 to get legit. And here's how it starts. You tell your neighbors, your co-workers' wives, your church, your kids' school, hey, I do some small repairs and odd jobs on the weekends. Leaky faucets, ceiling fan installs, drywall patch, deck repair, TV mounting, that's a good one, and door and trim work. You're charging $50 to $100 an hour, depending on your market, of course. But most handyman jobs are 1 to 3 hours. That's $150 to $300 on Saturday morning before your kids even get up in the morning. But here's where the pipeline kicks in and most guys miss the shift. After 3 to 6 months of doing odd jobs, something happens. You start getting repeat clients. Mr. Johnson calls you every month. The property manager down the street starts sending you 2 or 3 units a week. A real estate agent asks if you could do punch list work before closings. And one day you realize you've got more work than you can handle on weekends. That's the trigger point. That's when handymen become contractors. You get a contractor's license, file an LLC, you start subbing out work you can't get to. You hire your first guy, maybe a younger tradesman who needs the hours, and suddenly you're not the guy fixing faucets on Saturday. You're the guy running a property maintenance company doing $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 a month in revenue. The average established handyman business in the U.S., it does over $500,000 in revenue a year. A solo operator who runs it tight could clear $150,000 to $250,000, and the startup cost was what? $300 in a toolbox you already owned? That's the pipeline. And most guys never take the first step because they think it's beneath them. It's not beneath you, it's the on-ramp. Number 2, mobile welding. If you can weld, I mean really weld with proper AWS certification, not the YouTube tutorial welding, you're sitting on one of the most profitable side hustles in the blue-collar world. The starting cost, well, if you've got a welder, a grinder, and a truck, you're going to need liability insurance and maybe a portable generator. If yours isn't engine-driven, call it $500 to get rolling. And here's how it works. Farmers need gates welded. Contractors need steel repaired on site. And homeowners, they need railings, trailer hitches, and custom brackets. Small businesses, they need equipment fixed, and they don't want to haul it around to a shop. You show up, you weld it, and you charge $75 to $150 an hour plus $50 to $100 service call fee. One Saturday, 2 or 3 repair jobs, and you're walking away with $400 to $600. Now here's where mobile welding gets dangerous, in a good way. Because once word gets out that there's an American Welding Society certified mobile welder in the area who shows up on time and does quality work, your phone will not stop ringing. I'm talking about farms, construction sites, small manufacturing shops, equipment rental companies who need field repairs, municipalities who need guardrail and fence work. And the overhead is insanely low because you don't have a shop lease, you don't have employees, and your office is the front seat of your truck. The guy who starts welding gates on Saturdays for ranchers, 2 years later, he's running a mobile welding and fabrication company, building out 80 to 100K a year as a one-man operation. And a helper and a second rig, you're looking at 200K plus, and it all started with tools he already had and a $500 insurance policy. Self-employed welders who specialize in pipe, structural, or custom fab work are reporting income between $50,000 on the low end to well over $150,000 on the high end. And that's one guy, one truck, one welder. Number 3, and this one is the one that surprised me the most when I started digging into the numbers: home inspections. Now hold on, before you say that's not a side hustle for a tradesman, hear me out, because this might be the smartest play on the entire list. If you spent years in the trades, any trade, you already understand how buildings are put together, you know what bad framing looks like, and you know when plumbing is wrong. You know when electrical is sketchy, and you know the difference between a cosmetic crack and a structural crack. You already have the eye. You just need the certification. Most states require NACHI or ASHI certifications, which takes anywhere from 60 to 160 hours of coursework depending on your state, plus passing the National Home Inspector examination. Online programs run $200 to $300. Some states require a license exam and insurance on top of that. So the total startup, it's under $1,000 for most guys. And a lot of that knowledge you already have. Now buckle up for this part. The average home inspection takes 2 to 3 hours and pays $300 to $500 in hot real estate markets. Inspectors sometimes are booked weeks out. Some guys are doing 2 inspections a day. That's $600 to $1,000 a day. On weekends and evenings, you can't beat that, while keeping your full-time job if you want to. And here's the part no one wants to talk about. The inspection business is a referral machine. You see, real estate agents need inspectors that they trust. And once you build a relationship with 3 or 4 agents, you have a steady pipeline of work that feeds itself. The average full-time home inspector makes between $50,000 and $80,000 a year. But experienced inspectors in busy markets, they clear $100,000 plus. And some guys add on services even. We're talking about radon testing, mold testing, sewer scope inspections. That stacks another 20 to 30% on top of every damn job. You went from swinging a hammer 5 days a week to inspecting houses on Saturdays. Your body gets a break, your brain stays sharp, and the money is better than most people's full-time salary. That's the cheat code most tradesmen don't even know exists. And this is exactly why I talk about course career so much, because the biggest thing holding most guys back from making a move, whether it's starting a side hustle or switching careers or building a business, is not knowing what's out there and not having a clear path to follow. Course Careers lays out step-by-step career paths in tech sales, IT, and high-paying remote work, and tons of construction jobs. The kind of careers you can explore alongside your trade or as a backup plan if your body starts telling you it's time. There's free intro courses, guys. Check them out down in the description. And no degree required, because whether you're building a business with your hands or building one from a laptop, the play's still the same. Find the fastest path to income at your own time. All right, number 4 is a different kind of hustle entirely. This one doesn't even require you show up. Equipment and tool rental. Think about how many tools and pieces of equipment you've bought over the years that just sit in your garage. 80% of the time probably. Pressure washers, concrete saws, generators, scaffolding, tile saw, compressors, nail guns, demo hammers. You get the picture. Post hole dig. Every one of those is a revenue stream collecting dust. And here's how this works. Peer-to-peer equipment rental platforms like Fat Llama, Spare Tools, or even Facebook Marketplace let you list your tools for rent. Or you could go old school. Put the word out to contractors in your area that you rent equipment by the day or by the week. The startup cost, it's basically zero. You already own the equipment. Maybe throw a few bucks into cleaning them up and taking good photos for your listings. A concrete saw rents for $50 to $100 a day. A pressure washer, $40 to $75 a day. A generator, $50 to $100 a day. And scaffolding sets, $75 to $150 a week. But here's the fresh take on this that makes it a real business. Some guys take this further, way further. They start buying equipment specifically to rent out. They build a small fleet, 3 or 4 trailers loaded with tools contractors need most. They set up delivery and pickup. They create accounts with local GCs who rent from them monthly. And suddenly you've got a tool and equipment rental company that brings in $2,000 to $5,000 a month in passive income. You didn't swing a hammer. You didn't crawl under a house. Your tools worked for you while you're at your day job. That's not a side hustle anymore. That's a rental business with almost no overhead and no employees. The guys who scale this up are bringing in 6 figures a year from equipment rental alone. And the startup cost was whatever it took to list that was already sitting in your garage. Number 5, and I saved this one for the last because the growth curve on this business is absolutely insane. Pressure washing and exterior cleaning. This is the easiest business on the list to start, the cheapest to launch, and one of the fastest to scale. A decent pressure washer costs $300 to $500, right? Well, you probably already have one. Add in a business license, insurance, and some cleaning solution, and you're in business for under $500 total. So here's the play. Driveways, sidewalks, decks, fences, houses, house siding, roofs, commercial storefronts, you get the picture. Everything outside gets dirty, and homeowners, property managers, and business owners will pay you to make it clean again. A residential driveway takes about an hour and pays $150 to $300. A full house wash runs $300 to $600. A commercial lot, $500 to $2,000 depending on the size. Now the reason this business scales so fast is something most people completely overlook. It's a recurring revenue. Driveways get dirty again. Houses get dirty again. Commercial properties need monthly or quarterly cleaning. Restaurant patios need it weekly. Once you've cleaned a property, you've got a customer for life if you do it right. And every satisfied customer tells their neighbor, and their neighbor tells their neighbor. Guys are starting pressure washing businesses on a weekend, and within 12 months, they're booked out 3 weeks. Within 2 years, they've got a trailer, a helper, and they're doing $150,000 to $200,000 in revenue a year. Some of the guys who really lean into commercial contracts, apartment complexes, HOAs, restaurant chains, and gas station groups are pushing past $500,000 a year. Many professional operators get Power Washers of North America certification to add credibility and access to commercial accounts. And the business started with a pressure washer you already had in your garage and a Facebook post that said, available for pressure washing this Saturday. The startup was free. The skill curve is almost nothing compared to what you already do at work, and the growth is limited only by how many calls you're willing to answer every week. All right, I've given you the 5 hustles, but none of this matters if you don't make one shift in your head. And it's the shift most tradesmen never make. You have to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. An employee trades hours for dollars. An owner builds a system that generates dollars whether he's there or not. When you're doing handyman work on Saturdays, you're still trading hours for dollars, and that's fine to start. The goal is to be the guy whose company fixes the faucets while he's out landing the next contract. The handyman becomes a contractor. The mobile welder becomes a fabrication shop owner. The inspector becomes an inspection company with 3 guys on the road. And the tool rental guy, he becomes an equipment leasing company. The pressure washer guy becomes a property maintenance empire. That's the pipeline. Side hustle to the system to the business to the legacy, and every single one of them started with tools you already own and $500 or less. So check it out, guys. This is what I want you to walk away with. You're not just a tradesman. You're a tradesman with a business trapped inside your toolbox. The only question is whether you're going to open it or not. So that's the 5 blue-collar side hustles you can start this weekend with tools you already have, $500 or less, and every single one of them can become a full business if you put in the work. Handyman pipeline, mobile welding, home inspections, equipment rental, pressure washing, 5 paths, 5 on-ramps, 0 excuses. If you've got value out of this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Tell me which one you're going to start out with. Or if you've already started one of these, tell me how it's going. I want to hear real stories from real guys in the field. And do me a favor and check out the 2 videos I recommend on the end screen. One of them ranks every trade by how fast you hit 6 figures, and you don't want to miss it. I'm JV Charles, and I'll see you on the next one.